Hey everyone, welcome to Sims Witches and Warlocks. In the last episode, we heard some alarming news that witch hunters are around and that they are coming for witches and warlocks. And the scary part is now that they know that Azrael has not yet returned home, and obviously Alice had grew up or aged up. I will edit her looks at the end of this episode. Don't you worry about that. So just pretty much ignore the way that she looks right now, because she's going to look a little bit different later. But for now, these guys are really worried about Azrael because she has yet to come back home. Newt's trying to keep company with his daughter. Caspian is freaking out, like upset, freaking out, and all that. Ambrose is trying to get some sleep, but people are calling him left and right, saying that he needs to do something because he's one of the most powerful warlocks in the world. And he's like, I don't know what to do. I don't know, like, I can't stop them by myself. I need help, and Newt's no longer, and I don't want Caspian in that. But he's going to go ahead and call up someone that might know something that will be able to help them, and that would be Sabrina and Makoa. Um, but he's going to learn some troubling news that Sabrina had actually pretty much said, I can't have Makoa help you. I don't even know where Makoa is. I'm really starting to worry that he's been taken. And so Ambrose is like, yeah, I gotta do something, but I can't do it soon. I gotta do it soon. Like, and all that, but I need help, and he doesn't know what to do. Like, he's lost. And, so he's just really trying to figure out what to do in his life right now. Like, he doesn't have anybody to turn to for advice because Newt really doesn't want anything to do with magic right now anymore, and uh Makoa has been missing, so he's trying to figure things out. Newt's freaking out, everybody's freaking out, and he's just really at this point, like, he doesn't know what to do. He's trying to contemplate whether he should actually ask Caspian or not to help him. But I think he's just trying to make sure Alice is okay and getting him to bed and stuff. But I think everybody's just going to try to sleep on it and see if maybe Alice shows up. If not, then they might have to take things into their own hands. Ambrose is feeling. So I'll pick this up in the morning. But before they head to bed, Newt's just pretty much ran out. And he's just seen something. And he actually seen Azrael, but she was being taken from someone, and he immediately is going to come back here and tell Ambrose, like, I know for a fact the hunters got her. We need to do something now. He said, I know I'm not into magical powers or in all that anymore, but I need to save my wife. I need you to save my wife. I have to be here for my sons and my daughter. I can't go with you, but I'm hoping that you would be able to save her. He said, I can try. That's all I can do. I can try. Ambrose found their location by following them, and he knows now by tracking Azrael that these guys are definitely the people that have Azrael. But he has to be very careful because he doesn't know how powerful they are, and he also doesn't know what their powers are itself. So he's actually enlisted for this lady here, Leilani, to actually to help him out. She said, "I'm a former warlock and witch inspector. Um, this is them. They're very powerful. Their father, Felix, is the head of everything. Their one son doesn't really agree with the lifestyle, but their other one is very, very much a daddy's boy, and daddy's wife is definitely one that you don't want to mess with. So he's gonna pretty much has like a cloak on right now that nobody can see him, but the only problem is he's gonna have to try and negotiate and figure out which one of them things. So he's gonna have to act as if he wants to become a witch hunter, and he's been kind of so Mateo is kind of like naive right now, and he's kind of giving him a little bit of pointers. He's like, listen, there's not very much I can tell you. You have to really ask my dad if you could join our team. All I say is, do you really want to see a real witch? Or do you honestly just whatever, you know? And he's like, I honestly just want to know, like, what's it like being a witch hunter? Like, is it cool? Like, is there sort of things that you really have to worry about? Or is there something that you guys... Okay, so the one that doesn't really want to do it is Blake. So this is the one that's like a daddy's boy. So he's like, hey, so you said that you had a witch locked away down here. And he's like, actually, we do. We have one. Her name, I believe, is Azrael Arrington. She's very close with the main warlock. And that main warlock is Ambrose. And, well, that main warlock, we don't even know where he is. But when we find him, the amount of credit that we'll have is impeccable. So he is definitely in. He's definitely in, like... I mean, he pretty much just gave it away that he is a witch. But I don't think Mateo's seen him. So, what he's going to do now is disband the group and lock the door for everyone but Ambrose. So he's actually using Mateo now. And the Countess kind of might have just seen what happened. So before she can go ahead and do anything about it, he's gonna... So Ambrose is getting up now. And he's like, hey, I made you like this. Like, I don't know what you've seen or what you thought you might have seen. But I thought I would give you something that would be kind of neat to try. I think I gave her the wrong one. Ah, yes, I did. So he's gonna make her feel sick so that way she isn't gonna focus on that. She's gonna focus on everything else. And Felix is just there. He's trying to work against time and all that. But she's drinking it. And so she should definitely start feeling sick. Now he can more so focus on Felix, who's up here using the restroom. So he is actually going to use his powers now. He just made him feel a little bit upset out of nowhere. So he knows that there's a witch or a warlock nearby. And so he's ready to alert everybody. But Blake is back from school as well. But Blake is the one that really doesn't want to be anything to do with it. And he's like, what? Who are you? And he's like, he said, listen, this is going to be a weird thing to explain. I know who you are. I know who your parents are. But that hold on them is not going to last forever. My friend is locked up downstairs. So is your brother. I had no other choice. But I I'd rather not have to do that to you. I really just want to make this done and over with. Azrael and I are family. And witches are not that bad as you guys make them out to be. Honestly, I don't want to hurt you. You are a child. I really don't want to hurt you. He said, honestly, dude, I just want out of this lifestyle. My parents have been wanting me to do this for years. I've been telling them this is not my dream. I just wanted to live, and I kind of really wanted to have the magical powers of a witch and a warlock. You don't understand. So, it's like, if you didn't see anything, I didn't see anything. He said, but I do know where my father keeps the keys. But I think that you need to act fast. Your friend needs help immediately. So he's able to unlock the door now, which is releasing Azrael. So she is released. So he's using his powers pretty much to force them to go into the things, and he's going to end them once and for all. He's kind of like minionized them to make them go into these. And Azrael's like, yeah, I'm out. So all of them are pretty much locked. So, and now he has actually started to go insane. He has pretty much minionized them to pretty much burn the house down. Him and Azrael have made it out safe, but he pretty much wanted them to pay. And I think this was a little bit much, but he wanted to make sure that they paid. And I don't know if he's planning on doing anything else besides this, but he really did not like the witch hunters, and I think in a way you can't really blame him because he's a warlock, but I think in a way doing this might be a little bit too much. So I think Mateo is going to try and put out some of this. But I don't know if it's going to be really much to his avail. And I think Azrael's up there trying to pretty much get him to stop. Like she said, I understand what they did was wrong, but this is too much. And he's like, no, they need to learn. And she's like, listen, I went down that path before. It's not you. You need to stop. I understand what they did was wrong, but you just need to stop. I think they're not going to mess with us anymore. You need to put the fire out. And Ambrose is like, yeah, I'm just not going to deal with this. So Ambrose is pretty much just leaving them here. Azrael, she can't teleport. She can't do much of anything. She can't help. So she feels like she's doing something wrong, but there's nothing really she can do. But I think that's going to cause a friction in the Sims Witches and Warlocks house. And Mateo seemed to have made it, but ultimately they're locked in here. So they're ultimately, this is going to be the end of them. And I guess the end of the Sims hunters, witch hunters. So I think Ambrose totally went berserk. But we're going to go ahead and end it out here, guys. And we'll pick this up in the next episode where I think things are going to be a lot drastic. So I'll be back in the next episode. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. And again, I apologize about the graphic nature about this episode because this episode has been quite graphic and that. So thank you guys for watching. Peace.